kingdom.
Hello?
Yo, boy.
Oh shit. Is this the GOAT?
Yes, sir. What's up with you?
Man. Thank you for blessing me with this opportunity. That's the first thing I would like to say. The second thing.
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate all the support, man. You know, I be tuned in. I be watching all your shit. And keeping people in tune with what you got going on, man. You definitely one of the niggas that's in line to know what's going on and be talking that real shit. So I couldn't do it without niggas like you. So I appreciate you, nigga.
Yo, good luck, bro. Look, man, I don't even know what this is what I want to ask you first, man. How does it feel to be 5,2-0?
It's a dream come true. That's the reason why I started rapping. I wanted to become the best. Not to get money, cars, success. I just wanted to be known as the best in the world. So to have a record like that is crazy. I know nobody else got a record like that. Nobody else been through what I've been through, put in the work I put in, and got an undefeated record like that. So I'm definitely proud of myself. And it's going to motivate more niggas to come after me to want to be the best that they could be and close to perfect, opposed to just being losers and being comfortable with that.
Right. Like, think about it, man. They saying Verb, Lux are like top people, right? They still talking about you. This is 2 weeks.
They supposed to have an event coming up, but
I don't hear nothing about it.
It ain't too much hype around it yet. I mean, I hope they got something planned soon to pick up the momentum, because people was definitely predicting that to be one of the biggest events ever. So I hope it get a little bit more steam real soon.
Wasn't your event I think in the beginning of April? It was like a month away. It was already sold out.
Yeah, that was the fastest event ever sold out, and the biggest venue that, the URL ever booked. So we had the biggest venue when we sold it out the fastest. All of the stage passes and VIP passes and all that sold out in like a couple hours. So we made history.
And is Lux and Verb, is their building as big as that? No? Yes?
Nah, I don't think it's as big. I think it's a little smaller.
Damn. And they still ain't sold out. Damn. And Verb, the last time I heard from him was an interview on Angry Fan. And that interview was, guess about who it was. You think it was about Lux?
I'm pretty sure it was about me, man, because I'm the center of attention right now. I'm all these niggas is talking about. Huh?
Hey, you saw that bar breakdown by PiperBoy yet?
Yeah, I got a chance to check some of it out.
Man, I kind of wanted to play some of that conversation me and him had last night. I mean, not last night, but 2 nights ago. He was saying you was going to look crazy and I was going to look crazy once he released the bar breakdown. And I kept telling him, like, man, come back to this side, man. Come back to this side. And then listen to that bar breakdown. It kind of, I'm kind of like, it's like a bittersweet thing. It's like a bittersweet, because every point he was making about Goodz sounding like Lux stolen lines. He posted on his Instagram right now, like the stolen lines that Goodz had. Everything I was telling him, I'm like, yo, he stole something from Fred the Godson. He stole something from Lux. He stole something from Charlie Clips. Even Charlie Clips. He stole a lot of shit. He stole shit from you, the freeway line.
From me?
Mm-hmm.
He stole something from Redman when Redman said, I ain't go platinum on wax, but I went platinum in the streets. He stole that and said, but switched it to gold. He stole he stole everything, man. Nigga's a thief.
Exactly. And now it's like PiperBoy's doing his whole switch up. And, The guy, he seemed like, he was a humble guy. The guy hit me up once he saw that she was about to give me an interview, and he was calling me like, "Oh, you've been talked to, you've been coached to." Bro, I don't even care how these dudes think, because all these dudes is real fake. And they that's why I started making my videos on this battle rap stuff, because I'm like, man, a lot of these guys isn't authentic. Like, even the guy you said that's your favorite nigga, Norbs, he'll seem like he'll talk to you and be like, "Oh, I fuck with you, Cass," but then like when you're talking to other people, like that dude Ben Swayze, like Ben Swayze, he's like around my size on the blogging tip, but like Norbs be promoting him, and Ben Swayze, all he does is talk crap about you, and he not really like studying or breaking down, giving in-depth breakdowns. He's just saying this is how it is, and I feel like Cassidy is this, but he's not giving an in-depth breakdown. But all of them are doing that. Like PiperBoy, I told him, I said, "Bro, you do that bar breakdown?" He said, "I'm gonna call you up tomorrow. We're gonna do it together." He didn't do that. And he came to the conclusion that I told him, that you won. And it wasn't just your bars.
PiperBoy just put up another post, and I heard him say he got me 3-0 in Goodz now off the bars. So he went from coming out the event saying Goodz 3-0 me to now saying I 3-0 Goodz. So he a big influence, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of subscribers, a lot of people that's tuned in with him. So that's just one example of the people, you know what I mean, changing and switching their pitch. That's showing that the culture is changing and shifting as we speak. And that was my plan. I knew it was going to be dudes like you that was going to be tuned in from the rip, that's aware of what's going on, understood my plan, what I was trying to do. But there's some dudes that's going to jump on board, you know, a little bit later, like PiperBoy, and there's some people that still might not be, that it's going to take a little bit more time for them to realize what they witnessing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't at the same intelligence level. Everybody ain't tuned in the same. Everybody ain't watching the same vlogs or got the same information about battle rap. Like, everybody moving at a different speed. So it might take everybody else a little bit longer before they get on board. But everybody definitely gonna switch up and make their adjustment and get on this side, because this is the only side to be in. And we represent the real, the fundamentals of what battle rap is about. Not all that extra shit that just came on in the last couple of years. It's like, I'm about bars, and that's what it's really about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Battle rap is about seeing who got the best bars. All that other shit that they be including is just extra shit, but none of that shit is more important than bars. So I'll be giving niggas an example. Like, if all of them other categories mean something, it's like you can add up all of them categories together, and that'll be about 50% of what counts. But the other 50% is all bars. So in order to beat bar, in order to just even have a tie with a nigga, you got to win in every other category. And even if you win in every other category, if the nigga win in bars, the only thing you could do is tie. You can never beat a nigga that beat you in bars, because it's battle rap. So that's what I want niggas to understand, and the only way to get niggas to understand is to come back and give them an example. You can't really just criticize from afar. You got to come back and lead by example. So I ain't expect everybody to understand from the rip, but the more time passes, the more niggas gonna get on board, and the better the culture gonna be.
Absolutely. And that's why I had to make my blogs. I feel like, you know, a lot of people feel like you already talked to me and shit. But that's why I feel like I had to make my thing, because it's like these dudes aren't going to try to sit there and do an in-depth breakdown. Like, PiperBoy wasn't really going to be doing an in-depth breakdown until you heard, like, me and him had that conversation. I was owning him, big bro. Like, let me tell you, I was owning him. He was like, "This, man, you and Cassidy gonna look crazy." Then all of a sudden he switched his whole pitch, because the whole conversation kept saying I had Goodz 3-0. I don't understand how you got Cassidy 3-0. And you know what I was arguing? I wasn't really even arguing about your bars yet. I said, bro, I don't even have to talk about Cassidy bars. Let's talk about his performance. Because what are y'all talking about? Goodz had a better performance. Explain that to me. Cassidy, and then they try to keep saying that you're, like, you just explained it right here again. They try to say you only talking about the bars, like you just want only bars. Nah, you saying performance is included. The flow, everything is included. All disrespect, all that is included. You're saying it's included, but it shouldn't count over bars, which is the truth, because the rap is really, battle rap is raps against raps. That's what it is. Battle rap is your verse versus my verse.
Yeah, sorry not to cut you off, but niggas need to understand how to judge performance with battle rap. Like, I understand that performance is a factor or whatever. And how you look, how you dress, you know what I mean? How you just are. Like, all of that is important. But that's not the main thing in battle rap, because if that was the case, then Chris Brown would be the best battle rapper. Nobody would be able to get on stage and perform, dance, like, be in motion and on beat with their rhymes and have the look and, you know what I'm saying, appeal to the crowd like Chris Brown. Nobody got as much practice, rehearsal. No battle rapper would be able to compete with Chris Brown if we was talking about performance. So he would just be the best battle rapper. Nobody would be able to fuck with him. Nobody would probably be able to fuck with even Omarion or, you know what I'm saying, any of them type of performing ass niggas. It's like Sierra would be running Queen of the Ring. Like, Babs wouldn't stand a chance with Sierra over there if she was wanted to perform. But it's like, it's bigger than that. It ain't about fucking performance. This is battle rap. So performance is a factor, but it's not everything that it takes. It's like it's just a small thing that it's just like with boxing. Like, you know what I mean? Performance is a factor, but it don't matter. You just got to win the fight. You got to beat a nigga up. You can have a bad performance and knock a nigga out. That's all that matters. You won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have a incredible performance and look like fly, have a nice shorts on, nice boxing shoes. Your trainer's got the same uniform as you. You got a fancy water bottle. They brought you down to the ring with a fancy animal, or you had a big time rapper walk you down to the ring, but then you get knocked out in the third. It's like, all that fancy shit ain't help you. So I just want niggas to know the difference, and it's the same shit with battle rap. Niggas gotta just understand it.
Right. Exactly. But my whole argument was, like, from the live, when I seen it live, I said Cassidy 3-0. And a lot of people was like, what? No. I'm saying Cassidy 3-0. And I said, people keep trying to say, oh yeah, he had better bars. Yes, he had better bars, but I also want to say, like, you had the best performance, bro. Real shit. You had a battle rap performance. Your performance was exactly what battle rap is.
That nigga had it back to me. I didn't even know we was battling, man. When I be looking back at some of the footage, that nigga got his back to me the whole time. He rapping, like not even facing me. I'm like, how's that battle rap? I don't give a fuck how big the crowd is. That shit ain't battle rap.
Don't like the new. They want you to rap like that though. You notice that they telling you like, you gotta update your style. But what do they mean? Like, what do they mean when they say that? Do they mean they want you to rap where you facing the crowd and you're like doing like creative and performing arts, hand motions, and like, to me that's theater, isn't it? Like, what he was doing was
I think it's kind of confusing because people don't understand how I was barring that nigga to death, saying way better shit than him, but the crowd was still, you know what I mean, booing at certain parts like I wasn't killing it. They don't understand that. So they like, yo, you had to be doing something wrong if the crowd was booing. It can't be just about bars, because we heard that he was saying some dope shit. So maybe he just wasn't saying it right, or maybe he just ain't swagged it right or moved right when he said it. It had to be something. People just trying to figure out what could have been the problem. Like, so that's why I think people come into these conclusions about performance, or you ain't say it right, or you ain't.
Yeah, that's what PiperBoy was saying to me. He said that you didn't say it right. He said the way you said it, the way you looked on stage, you didn't look comfortable. I said,
just trying to figure out and create a narrative to the reason why the crowd was booing, but that's not what it was. That was the perfect performance. When you battle rapping, you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, looking like you ready for war, like you ready to fight. You supposed to look the nigga in his eyes. You supposed to look believable saying these lines. Most of the lines that they quote that said that they said Goodz said that was good was stolen. And then when he said them, he had his back to me. So I didn't even believe him. Like, I ain't even feel it. He ain't even say it to me. So that's never battle rap. That's a horrible performance if you ask me.
Exactly.
Everything that Goodz did is the opposite of what I would tell anybody that was under me to do. So I don't feel like what Goodz did was good performance, and I don't feel like the crowd is going to continue to feel like that's good performance too. Now that they get to see the difference, and now that we making it public what the difference is, the demand is going to be different. People going to start demanding something different. They're not going to really focus on all the theatrics too much. They're going to get down to the nitty gritty and what really matters.
But let's talk about his performance. Like, what did he do you think was great? Like, what was the performance? Like, what do you think everybody keep referring to when they say performance? When he took his jacket off and a bunch of grown men just cheered for him? Like,
I don't know what type of street shit they be talking about with this performance shit, man. I don't know, man. This swag and performance, I never understood that shit, man. I don't really know what these niggas be talking about. That's why I don't really get into that. I just focus on what I'm interested in, and that's bringing bars back. I never was really focused on up in swag or up in none of that shit they talking about. How men look at other men, I was never concerned with that. I never thought that was an issue that I had to deal with. But as far as bringing bars back, that was always an issue I was concerned with since the beginning of my career. So I'm going to stick with that and let them other niggas stick to that other shit that they be on. You know what I mean?
I was just saying, because like when I looked at it on a pay-per-view, I bought the pay-per-view because of you.
I appreciate it.
Like when I was looking at it, like this is the first round when he went. You know what I mean? You didn't even check. You know what's crazy though? I wish you would have checked when they threw that when they threw the coin toss and you said let that nigga get tails because he asked.
Yeah.
I feel like Smack probably said, oh, it's tails. You know what I mean? like you didn't even check that shit. You just like, man, I'm gonna just rap.
It don't even matter. Like,
no, you killed him though. You killed him 3-0 though.
I just know, like, whether I go first, second, however it matter, it don't matter. Like, I just knew Goodz couldn't fuck with me. Like, he never could write better than me. And even with him getting all of them ghostwriters and all of that help and stealing all of them bars, he still couldn't fuck with me. And that's why I always had the cockiness and the confidence that I had, because I just knew Goodz couldn't fuck with me no matter what he tried to do. So that coin toss shit ain't really matter. None of that shit. I knew when I came into the building, there was a setup anyway. I seen how they had it set up, how they had the Avengers all positioned in the front row and all of these Avenger family members in the first 3 rows and how the stage was set up and unbalanced. And I just felt like it was already funny from the rip anyway. So that's why I was on that tight tip.
Yeah, man. I seen Hitman Holla trying to give him that, Shotgun Shug. I seen Baby Mook Jr. Sue Surf. He in front of the crowd.
There, man. All the Avengers was there, man. They was teaming up.
Yeah, like Sue. You know, another thing, man. It's like, man. I ain't got no questions written in front of me, but I felt like we was gonna have a real conversation anyway. But like, man, I seen a lot of things from these URL guys, like. Baby Mook Jr. That's Sue Surf, by the way. I call him Baby Mook Jr. Right? Baby Mook Jr. This dude was saying like you supposed to take a pay cut or like you shouldn't ask for a price that you're asking for because you haven't been in battle rap for this many years and they've been battle rapping and that's not fair and all that. Do you think they've not realized when they do things like that, they also talking about how much they worth? Like. They're showing like they basically telling Smack and Beasley and them not to pay them more than what they paying them. Like
that's another reason why I don't understand why people was letting a lot of them Goodz bars fly, because he trying to talk money or say I'm broke or I need to come back to battle rap because I'm not doing good with my career or whatever. But you could take what they paid Goodz and what they paid all the rest of them niggas that was on my card and put that shit together and they still didn't get paid more than me. So I don't understand how he could talk money with me. Just like the type of money that I'm demanding to come out and battle, the way I'm selling out events, the big venues that I'm selling out, the people that's tuning in. It's just different. Goodz never experienced nothing like that. And all of that is coming from me, not Goodz. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that everybody get to see what's going on, see the fact that Bars is back, and see the corny shit that he doing, like talking about calling the cops because he can't take this pressure, so the nigga ready to rat, get the law involved, because it's just too much pressure. He can't really deal with this shit.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't know why nobody called violations on this man, because he doing a lot of, like, he trying to say, You messing with, like, you know what I'm saying, like that crazy stuff he was saying on his bar, that transactions bar or whatever. But why is he talking to a man on live and that man in that bed? Wasn't that Kshine or something? Like, Kshine got a purple do-rag laying in his bed calling this man up.
Yeah, I don't know how dudes do. They be FaceTiming each other. These niggas got real type of relationships with each other, man. These niggas be different. You know what I mean? And that's what we gotta bring to the table too. There gotta be separations. Like, I ain't saying everybody gotta be the same. Everybody ain't gotta be cut from the same cloth or rapping about the same shit. But niggas gotta be more truthful with the type of person that they really is.
Exactly.
That's what's missing from battle rap right now.
Like, he was DMing he bitches and trannies and stuff, trying to get information. I don't know, man. Like,
niggas trying to do anything. Niggas spending money and niggas is doing all type of crazy shit to try to find any type of information, or
right.
Niggas couldn't find none, so then niggas came up with a plan to create some fake information, try to have an angle on me. It's just impossible to have an angle on me because I'm too real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like niggas be trying to find them, but they can't. So now niggas is forced to try to make some shit up. But that shit don't even hold no weight neither. Like, you know what I mean? These niggas is clowns. So,
and that's the thing
that they do gonna come to the light. Is like, it's only gonna be a matter of time before you see all this clown shit these niggas be doing.
It's definitely gonna come to the light. Like, we study working. But like, this is what I wanted to say too. Like, I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people don't understand. Like, Goodz been chasing you for 5 years since the disaster match. But like, before the disaster match, when Norbs used to have the show called War Report, and this is what I was talking to PiperBoy about before too. Like, the night too. Like, I said, man, I was following this since like 2014, around the time of Cassidy first announced back. This was the fat Cassidy. And like, you was on War Report, and Norbs had Goodz in the background waiting or something like that, or like listening to you while you was talking to him over the phone. And then you called Goodz a little nigga. And then Goodz just came out like, no, don't call me no little nigga. So this is 5 years ago. Like, Goodz already had, like, whatever he was doing, whatever like that, he had 5 years to rally everybody around him to get people on his side. Like think about it. That's really Norb's man. And Goodz is really, you know, Norb's guy for real. Cause like, the way Norbs did that like 5 years ago, it was like a setup. Like, he was trying to see like, oh, Cassidy already, like, cause the interview before that, you trashed Goodz already. So he's like, all right, I'm going to see if I put Goodz on the phone. I'm not going to tell Cassidy, but I'm going to put him on the phone and see if Cassidy going bitch up. Cause I know, like, you know, I'm from the hood, man. I know like little, like corny shit like that, like niggas be trying to do. But he tried to make Goodz pull your card, and then you just trash Goodz again easily. Like, you made him hang up the phone. Like, people don't understand that. Like if they would have played that face off just straight off the brick, like when Goodz was leaving the room and stuff, that's how it would look. Like, damn, Goodz left the room. But that's what he did 5 years ago on War Report. When he tried to like check you and you checked him, and then he just was like, oh, and then you hung up. And you was still grinding him the fuck up. You called him a bitch ass nigga. You told him you gonna beat him.
Yeah, he always leaving out. He always scared of that drama. He been petrified of me ever since he first met me, man. He always looked up to me. He always been a fan. He always wanted to be me. He always wanted to be able to rap like me. He wish he could put them words together and rhyme this crazy shit that I be rhyming. He wish he was me, so he always been jealous, and you could see that. You could hear that in his interviews. You could just tell in his mannerisms that he just jealous. He just want to be me, and you could tell he's scared of me. Like, the nigga he can't even look at me in the face off. He ain't look at me. That's a face off. There's no crowd there, so you can't say you was performing for the crowd then. There wasn't no crowd. You couldn't even look me in my eyes in the face off. Anytime you ever see me and Goodz together, he just be looking scared. The whole battle, he never made eye contact with me because he knew I was going to snatch his soul. So he was trying to protect me.
You put your hands around his neck. You talked about his daughter. You said, man, you going to see your daughter on the net sets tape. And he said, man, if your neck break, well, I'm going to put the neck brace. And you had your arm around his neck, like your hands around his neck right after you said that bar about his daughter. Something that...
Tapping his chest and his chain. And
yeah.
Pockets and all up in his face.
You see how solid that man was the whole time. I said, do Cassidy guys shoot this nigga for y'all to say he had a great performance on stage? What? That man was like Cassidy violated that man a million times on stage. Things that these battle rappers won't do. Like like you were saying before, like they more industry than what they consider industry. Because if you try to find the right things to say on your interviews, you're trying to say this, and y'all all ganging up and saying the same things, repeating the same message that everybody's saying. Y'all don't have your own perspective. Y'all just want to repeat Goodz one. But when they be like, all right, what bars he said? All right, give me an in-depth breakdown of what he said. You can't do it.
Yeah, they the type of fans that only know how to do that. They only know how to repeat something else that they already heard, but they don't know how to come up with their own thoughts. So a nigga just keep going around, he's delusional, or he's outdated.
I'm talking about the battle rappers. Like,
even them, like, what do you mean a nigga outdated? Like, everything that Goodz talked about in the whole battle was outdated. Like, every single thing that he touched on was outdated. I ain't been with Swiss and, you know what I mean, working on them records that he was talking about in over 15 years. I ain't seen or met R. Kelly in over 15 years.
You didn't even talk about that stuff, though.
He's talking about Swiss leaving his bitch for some keys, too. That bar that you stole from Fred the God.
Yep.
That bar
exactly
is like, who you think I am? He thought he was battling Mashonda. He thought I was, I mean, I'm not. What is you saying I would leave my girl for some keys, too? How is that dissing me in the battle? Like, I don't be understanding that shit. These niggas just be talking that dumb shit. That don't make no sense. It don't really add up. And all of the shit that he was talking about was outdated. Mello, when I messed with Mello, that was a dime ago or wild years ago.
That was like
everything.
That was definitely 10 years ago.
Everything from the AR shit. That shit 10, 12 years ago. Everything that he was mentioning from Gilly when that shit happened 15 years ago is like he bringing up all of this shit from over a decade ago, but trying to say I'm old school. All the shit I'm talking about is right now. Like, you a bitch right now. Like, I will smack this shit out you
right now.
Yeah, you talking some old shit from back in the day. And it's like, nigga, fuck is you talking about? He want to talk about this case shit when you ain't even that type of ball, bro. You only had a fucking case as a juvenile. You never been caught up. You never been facing no real trouble, and you never really did no real crazy street shit. That's why you wasn't facing no trouble. It's not like you good and you just know how to hide things. No, you just not that type of nigga. You don't even do nothing wrong, so that's why you don't get into no trouble. You're not even cut from that cloth. So don't try to talk that shit to me, my nigga. Don't talk nothing that got to do with that. But niggas be allowing niggas to do and say anything in battle rap, and that's what gotta stop. It's like, a piece of that shit, I ain't saying you can't exaggerate and do all that because it's battle rap. Of course it's rap. That's what you gotta do. But let it be based on something. Let it come from a real place. Don't just spit all this fairy tale fictitious shit like we writing nursery rhymes and shit. Come on, man. Like, stop it.
Now I don't see why PiperBoy think that I've been talked to, because everything you said right there, that's exactly what I said to him in some way in form. Like, he said that Goodz to him was street. Like, he feels what Goodz is saying because it sounds more street. I'm like, how? Like, Cassie brought up the fact that he only got a case when he's a juvenile. When Cassie said the last nigga that had a bone to pick is a skeleton now, that's fucking facts. Like, that's facts. Like, y'all can Google it, y'all can look it up, it's facts. And I said, man, it's just sad. Like, I said, bro, you got a responsibility not to do that, man. So I'm glad when he did that bar break.
Even in my third, everything I said is facts. Like, I was really at Saddam House not long after he died. Like, that wasn't just me just...
Right.
Like, I really was in Abu Dhabi. Like, even on the bar breakdowns, a lot of people put question marks because they don't even know where these places is at that I'm talking about. Like, I really been to Abu Dhabi where the camels at. You know what I'm saying? You get a chick with a camel toe to ride a camelback. Like, that's really my life. Like, I've been to Doha where they wear turbans and sandals at. Like, Doha, I really been there. Like, all of these places that I'm naming, like, I really been in China for 5 nights. You know what I mean? I really had...
You was talking to his soul.
I really had promoters rush me to Russia to do a few dates. I really been to Kuwait. I've been to Iraq. Like, I've been to these places. I've been to Greece, Paris. I've been to Rome, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been to all of these places, so it's not like I'm not like, all right, cool. I'm not trying to super brag, but y'all talking about he got swag or he got money or he did things. He trying to make it seem like his life is anywhere close to mine.
Exactly.
I'm just showing the difference, and that's how you do it, by talking real shit, not doing a whole third verse of fake shit that's all false.
Every round, they try to say like you wasn't direct to him. I said every round you was direct to him. When you was talking what you was talking right there, you was pretty much telling him like your life ain't shit like compared to mine, like. And you was talking directly to him. You said, man, if you want some Chinese food, you gotta go to the store and get some chicken and rice. I go to China and stay there for 5 nights, like for Chinese food. So it's like you was talking to him.
Flights and stay in China for 5 nights. I'm high price. I'm paper toucher. I blue cake. Promoters trying to rush us to Russia to do a few dates. You only flew to a few states. I flew to Kuwait. I had some shows in Iraq. For the dough, I'll fly back. They let me fly strapped, long gad on my thighs. I was at the Dime House not long after
he died. Fire. Damn, you killed. Yo, bro, you was talking to the soul right there. Like, you killed him. Like, but the first round you killed him. Every round you murked him. And then, like, you know what's crazy? Like, a lot of people ain't realizing, like, you'll talk about, like, you'll touch on what he about to talk about. Like, you was predicting what he was going to talk about. Like, you was predicting, like, every round, you was predicting what he was going to talk about. Like, you already read that man's mind. You already read that man's soul. And you was controlling them. You was puppeteering them for real. And that's another thing I like to put on the grade of performance when I talk about your performance. You was predicting everything you was going to talk about before you talked about it. So that's a great performance, in my opinion, because you're looking in this man's soul. You see what he about to say, and you already say it. So you thwarting it already. Like, that shit is not there. You can't bring it up unless it's creative. But he's not...
He even complimented on my GPS, my Waze bar. Like, he complimented me on that. He said it. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the hotel shit. I don't know Kells. I ain't even met the nigga twice. We barely know. Then he do a whole scene about me being in a hotel with R. Kelly. Shit don't make sense. It's like everything that I was touching on is like he come afterwards with it's not like a rebuttal. It's like a cornier way of putting it, and I already and made it trash. And niggas were still responding, and that just showed that the crowd wasn't acting
like the freeway line. Like the freeway line. That's crazy. Like the freeway line. He started to say like you sound like you 06. Like he started to like you sound like you 06. But then he taking a bar from you that you had 5 years ago in 2014. He taking a 2014 bar by you.
Exactly. He taking bars from Redman that he had in fucking in the 90s or something. Or that shit probably came out in...
When did Double Dutch come out? Like, when did the game Double Dutch come out? Like, you know what year or whatever?
Yeah, in the fucking 50s or the 60s.
Damn.
Or some shit.
And then he said that bar wrong, though. Like, niggas, this is his second round when he said that bar, too. The round that a lot of people try to say you didn't get.
Like, I don't see no, like, Double Dutch. I know they play it, but not as much.
Yeah, I don't see no. I still live in the hood right now. I don't see little girls outside playing Double Dutch. I remember in the 90s, everybody was outside. You see girls playing the Double Dutch. I don't see it no more.
But who plays hopscotch? That's what he really meant to say. And it's like, who's hopscotching right now? It's like, you want to talk some outdated shit.
My great-grandma played that game. I think my great-grandmother used to play that game back in the 30s and 20s.
All this shit he talking about, turn to the Atari to Nintendo, and then Nintendo turned to the PlayStation.
Nintendo turned to Switch.
It's like, what the fuck are you, like...
Is Nintendo Switch out? Nintendo's still out.
Everything this nigga talking about is outdated. Like, everything... on everything he said back in the day. Nigga trash, and he used the same flow, even worse than when he was rapping when he first came out over 10 years ago. So if anybody's flow or anything that they was doing is outdated, it's Goodz. The amount of syllables, the amount of figurative language he using is all old. Niggas been doing that over a decade ago.
Not only that.
The language and the words and the shit that I was rhyming up, niggas is not doing it now, and if that was the case, you would be able to pull it up and show me who's doing it, but niggas is not.
Facts.
Icing on the cake just to let niggas know that it ain't like everything that I could do. That's the reason why I dropped that 5,002-0 right afterwards, and that's over 7 more minutes of me just blacking out with just
and
more.
That's battle rap though. That's battle rap. They try to say that's not battle rap, but that is battle rap. Like you're dissing somebody. That's still battle rap right there, and.
I really do, and you know, Goodz can't even rap to a beat. He can't even ride a beat. He's like horrible with music, so I know he can't even come on this side. It's like I could go on his side, body him, and then come back on my side when he can't come to.
Hey Cassidy, like That is your side though. Battle rap is your side. He doesn't have a side. Like you, that's your side, bro. In my opinion, like battle rap is your side. And to go on wax is your side. Both you just rap, bro. Like that's what you are. You hip hop. You the definition of hip hop. Like you're definitely hip hop. That he's not really hip hop. Like for instance, like you saying like his performance and stuff, to me that's outdated. His performance, what he does on stage is outdated. What they do now on stage is what they did back in the 1800s in England. Like when Shakespeare was hot, he started that shit. Like where you look to the crowd and do all that. That's Shakespeare shit. That's creative and performing arts. All they needed is some tights and some leotards and a Prince shirt, and there you go. You're back. Like
when they had that Def Jam, when Russell Simmons had that Def Poetry shit. It's like that's how they used to perform to the crowd. Like when you're doing your poetry to the crowd, is like that's how he was rapping. Like he was doing poetry to the crowd, not like he was battle rapping.
That's why I call it. I called it that too. Like people got mad at me. I said that's not battle rap. That's battle poetry, man. Like the dude, he's scared to look each other in the eyes, and afterwards they hug each other and drink, and then they both put their lips on the same bottle and shit. Like that's something else, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all even want niggas like that to represent the battle rap culture.
Before he even stopped, he never really won when he did his music shit with Young Money. It's like he's trash to me. You know when